You're welcome, Wanda. Perhaps I could. Oh, Sir Link. Thank you ever so much for your noble efforts. I have been earnestly pondering what I could possibly do to thank you for saving the domain. However, Giotto found some ancient texts that mention the Zora Greaves. It is said that those who wear them are gifted the power to swim in the water as they please. I am certain that such an item would be invaluable in your quest to locate Princess Zelda. I told Sidon and everyone in the domain that I hope to present this special gift to you. However, the Greaves in question have still not been located. According to the text Giotto found, the Zora Greaves were created long ago. It seems they were offered up at the ancient Zora waterworks as a prayer for friendship between the Zora and Hylians. Upon hearing that, I desperately searched there, but I was unable to locate them. I wonder where in the waterworks the Zora Greaves were offered. A token of friendship. Given that I almost said spelunking. Given that I am adventuring in Zora's domain right now, I'd really like to complete my set of gear so that I can wear the purple gear in Pride. I like how the purple look looks. I thought about doing white because there's this guy over here that I really like, and he's white. Listen, we're just gonna breeze past that. But I also feel a little bit weird about making these different colors. I'm trying to do that more often in this game in general. So like if you look at my gear, I've done a little bit of dyeing off screen. My climbing gear looks, I think, kind of cool, to be honest. My Zonite gear, where is it? Zonite. There we go. I think the black and green looks very nice. I mean, obviously, it started with this, which is intended to not look good, but it ended up kind of looking like a sunset, so maybe it's okay. I guess it's a reverse sunset, but a sunset nonetheless. But the Zora armor specifically, I just don't really feel like it needs to be different colors. It's mimicking Zora's skin, and we don't see multicolored Zoras. It's already multicolored enough with like the little side pieces there.
This place is so dry. It's almost as dry as me, everyone's favorite character, Muzu.
What do you mean Hardy Bass nearby? Is there a pool up on this island? I need Hardy Bass to upgrade this armor. Where? There aren't supposed to be how are there fish up here? Let's be real here. How are there fish up here? Who brought the fish? Oh, they're fairies. Who is stocking these ponds? You know what bugs me very slightly, and I know I'm nowhere near Zora's domain right now. I'm just kind of doing off-screen stuff, but now it's not off-screen stuff, so it's just stuff. Why do fireflies not give glow? I know that these fireflies do. And, you know, that makes sense. It's a firefly, but these fireflies don't. And I feel like they should have come up with a new bug and then shifted the fireflies to glow. Maybe they just didn't want to have two insects that give the same effect. It's just odd to me. The sound effect that plays whenever I consume large zonite just scratches my brain in just a beautiful way. Just listen to it. Future Pal, turn it up. Oh, it's so, I might be the only person on this planet that thinks the word block is actually kind of an onomatopoeia for what sound blocks make when you set them down. And that's a block sound, man. That's a rock. Oh, I love that sound. Is that supposed to be water over there? It looks very strange. It kind of looks like bubble wrap looking at it. I don't really want to dive. Yeah, we'll get down low enough so that we can see some detail. I'm excited to see the waterworks, and I'm glad that there's a quest pulling us in that direction because if you don't remember, I cheesed this a little bit, and we didn't get to see it in its full glory, and which is sad because it's a cool area. I actually get the opportunity to do it right this time. We drained it, and now we get to partially flood it. I'm so glad they didn't lock this off. I mean, I didn't think that they would. That's just... Games don't do that anymore, I've already said that. But you never know. And I actually get to stop and smell the roses and get this chest, which... Oh, I forgot! I need to... there's a chest I missed. And you guys missed it too. It wasn't just me. No one else commented on it. There's a chest in, Ooh, wait, is that the first... Have we gotten a Zora sword? Drop this. Drop this. Take a picture. Okay, first I should probably, yeah, that would make sense. I get paid $100 every time I do that. Okay, I've taken a picture of that. And then we get a shield, and then we do that, and we use this, and then we're good. But yeah, in the dungeon, there was a chest that I missed. I think I even pointed it out, and then I just kind of forgot to do it. My mind was on other things, and that's sad. You know what's also kind of sad? Man, I need to stop using that segue. You know what's also? The water controls in this game. I was thinking about it. I was thinking about, like, I often think about, because I'm a big Zelda nerd, what would make the perfect Zelda game. And Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom have a solid start to what the best Zelda game would be, in my opinion. It's just they don't... They substitute quality for quantity, which is why I have an issue with it. When I think there's a world where you shrink this map down by 20% and you do both. Maybe 15%. The water. Hello, Groove. Well now, is that not you, Link? Let me guess. Have you also come here in search of a lovely new diving spot? I mean, I dove down here to get here, so that was a good diving spot. I usually don't go underground to find that. If so, I have some heartbreaking news to share. This will be tough to bear, but I ask that you say strong. There is no water here. None. I had hoped to break new ground by diving amid these solemn ruins. I was positively brimming with excitement. Alas, my joy was short-lived. When I arrived, the water suddenly retreated until I could not see the ground beneath. A diver without water is like a bird without sky. It is a sad state of affairs, I assure you. So if you could flood this drained underwater cave, that would be great. But it's the water controls. I think that this game would have been, and Breath of the Wild, would have been a lot better had you been able to explore underwater. And it was an opportunity. I mean, the water controls in Skyward Sword are very good. But this game isn't as motion control oriented as Skyward Sword was. So what I would want is for them to bring back the Majora's Mask water controls. Could you imagine that? This dungeon, or this cave, gives me very, very slight vibes of the Great Bay Temple. And that's probably intentional, to be honest. And that temple, I actually love that dungeon, even as confusing as it is, because it's just so easy to move around. Because you're controlling Mikau, or you are Mikau. Man, my heart broke a little bit remembering some of those quests in the Great Hall, or in the Zora Hall. Where do I start flooding this? And what is this? What? Is there a bubble frog down here? Where am I going? I fell down here to get here, and it almost... Is this... How deep does this go? I can use these to fly around. Also, there are no enemies down here. Man, I missed out on a lot. There's a unique track in here, too, and unique music. I'm not going to point it out because I like replacing the music more than I like showing off this game's music. But sometimes when I use like a Breath of the Wild or Zelda Forbid, I use the Tears of the Kingdom tracks. You know that I like actually like it, and I'm trying to let the game shine in its true vanilla state. I'm guessing that these would be the Greaves. Am I right? Yeah, I'm right. These Greaves have been passed down from among the Zora for generations. It's been said that they're crafted using dragon scales, equip them to swim faster. Well, that answers that question. I had been wondering about that. If they were used, like, they made, like, some sort of weird artificial skin, or they used Zora's skin, which would have been wild. I can't get up from there. I'm gonna have to go back. Oh. Oh. Hi, bro. Hello. Let's switch shields to something that, you know, is better. There was a point where I was afraid of you. I still remember seeing you for the first time. Oh. In, the Great Plateau years ago. Like, what was that? Like 8 years ago? Craziness. I should be able to kill you without equipping attack-up gear. Yes, I can. One thing I loved about the Stone Talus, and you didn't really get to see much of it there, when they die, there's like they move at like Mach 15 for just a couple of frames when they die, and that can yield some funny results where he just goes hurtling through the air. Do I want the heart? Oh my word, I have so many weapons waiting in the wings. I'm gonna have to start chewing through weapons. I've just gotten to a point since Terrytown where it just feels like durability doesn't matter anymore. I'm leaving this behind. I might regret that, but I have the cannons. You guys have told me about the cannons. I like using the cannons. I don't even have like a dedicated sword for breaking stuff like this. I just use my sword. I mean, I think it probably uses less durability when you use something with a rock attached. Oh, can I... Is this everything in here? Hold on. I mean, I guess there's a boss in chest, so what more could I ask for? I'm just paranoid that there's a bubble frog somewhere. There probably isn't. Let's go up. You know, I think it was placebo when I said that Ascend takes less time in the Switch 2 edition. And actually, I'm pretty sure it takes the exact same amount of time, which is interesting. It's weird how they chose to do Ascend, and I can't help but wonder if it's a little bit sub-optimized, because unloading the area and then loading it back in just so you can bring up a graphic is just kind of weird when I'm oftentimes moving 15 feet. How do I flood this place? Is it over there? There's like... See that? That architecture kind of looks, it kind of looks Shadow of the Colossus-esque. If you, like, pull up a picture of Wander's clothes. Can I please? Oh, I got it for a second. Yes, barely. Oftentimes they make areas with Ascend in mind. And it's awesome that they do. Okay, so you're supposed to get up there. There are these things. The guy complained about this area being drained, so I'm guessing that regardless of whether or not I had flooded it, it would have drained again, which I guess makes me feel a little bit less bad. I wonder if that happens all of the time. I'm equipping that. I can have the legendary combo of non-slip and climbing speed. See, this feels like this should have been the Zora dungeon, and I honestly think it would have been better suited for it. Not all of the dungeons have been in the sky. Minoru's was like half in the sky. I guess no, yeah, Riju's wasn't in the sky, so there's no hard rule that they have to be. Riju's being the lightning dungeon would have made sense to be in the sky, whereas I think that Sidon's was a little bit robbed of that because of that. We went up there, that one's next. I think it was robbed of that a little bit because it was hard for him to follow us around. Can I? No way I can. I gotta check. There you go, buddy. There's nothing in here. Can I shoot that? No, that's not breakable rock. So these were clogged originally, and I think the game is assuming that I unclogged them. Yeah, these were definitely clogged with rocks before. So I'm supposed to flood this. How? I guess the only place I haven't gone is up here. So there is a quest. Okay, that's a cave. those are 2 places I have not gone. Okay. So there's that thing, which I'm actually going to mark. And then there's a cave over here with Monolith Soft's patented above ground. It's not even above water coral. Hello, sir. I have a bow. You can send your 2D attack at me. No, seriously, they're 2D. They're actually just like they're just sprites, essentially. They face the camera at all times. You can kind of tell how they move. It's just like, it's actually just 2D. I'm not saying that's bad. I'm just saying that's what they are. No. Sorry. I like it. It tried really hard to be something I would care about by being like +8 defense, but it just doesn't cut it. Shields just aren't special in this game like weapons are. There is a bubble frog in here. Well, I don't know why I always pull up that. I always pull up the shield menu. I don't need the charge, I guess. He didn't really react in time. I was really worried early game these guys disappear, but they do not disappear. I have 18 of those. That's not bad. That means I have 82 to go. So, like, by the time that when we're 100%ing things, the most difficult part will be the caves. It won't be the Koroks because, spoilers, I have actually 600, and strange that this number is coming up twice, 682 Korok seeds. So I'm really right around the bend. Actually, I'm further than around the bend. I'm 2/3 of the way done. And, I mean, you can thank all of the recording issues I've had for that. What is this? Can I... Oh, Yes! Is that how you're supposed to do that? That doesn't feel like that's the way, but... I'm about to find out. What's in here? Oh, you know what? Okay, I'm going to make a guess. I'm going to make a guess that it is the, what is it? The Va Meadow Helm. That would make sense, wouldn't it? I'm behind here. This is not a Korok seed, but I'm paranoid. What? Wait. I dropped down. Right? I dropped down. And now I'm just in this chamber. Oh, you know what my... Am I doing this backwards and I was supposed to ascend through this? I don't know what's going on. My guess is that this was originally clogged when I was here the first time. And you were supposed to go through here in order to unclog it. But I don't... Is this rock a hint? No. Weird. Okay. I guess there's nothing here. You know, this area is surprisingly barren, and I fully expected this guy to have some sort of quest where we needed to reflood it in order for him to get his diving spot or whatever. But I'm not seeing any mechanism by which I can do that anymore. I think this area is just permanently drained, which now makes it kind of weird because I've never seen it flooded. Let's talk to him again. Ah, Link. My word, you really found a gaping hole in the dried up ruins? What are you talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. Also, a wide space at the bottom of the hole housing those incredible greaves. Now that that's all said and done, it's clear that my instincts were spot on. I knew this was destined to be an ideal diving spot. Let us now break new diving ground, fellow diving friend. Off we go into that gaping hole of promised diving glory. Link, hero of the dive, thank you for sharing this important update with me. What are you talking about? To think that my precious diving water was draining out through a gaping hole. I knew without a doubt that this would be an ideal diving spot. My instincts have yet to lead me astray. Okay, so we just can't flood this anymore. It's just permanently drained, and I think that was... The greaves were locked off to us the first time we were here, and that's the mechanism by which they are explaining how this got drained. Okay, so we cannot refill it. We've done what we needed to do. Now let's go back to, what's-her-face? Girly girl. Yona, yes. Also, while I'm here, a royal Zora from another domain. Known for her kindness, she was Sidon's childhood friend. When the crisis of the sludge subsided, she and her beloved Sidon finally wed. As queen, she offers Sidon her unwavering support and works tirelessly at his side for the good of the domain. What? Hello, I do that. Have I mentioned that I can do that? Oh, Sir Link. Just a moment. What is that upon your feet? Could those be the Zora Greaves? Yes, I found them. They were in a hole. Wow, so a large hole opened up within the waterworks, draining the water. And the Zora Greaves were at the bottom of that big hole. Extraordinary. After all my Sidon has told me, I can safely say that it is so like you to find them on your own, Sir Link. May they prove useful to you during your noble travels. The Zora Greaves are a symbol of the friendship between the Zora and Hylians. As such, it is a most befitting gift for you, as you are truly an irreplaceable friend to all of the Zora of the domain. Speaking of irreplaceable friends, whenever my dear Sidon opens his mouth, chances are it is to speak of you, Sir Link. Whoa. He'll say things like, Link is the best, and also, no task is insurmountable when I am with Link. I feel a bit silly telling you this, but after all that has transpired, I truly understand how he came to feel that way. Sir Link, thank you so very much. That he has found a true companion in you makes me as happy as it does him. Zora's domain will always be with you, now and forevermore. Consider that a fervent promise. Please do not be a stranger, dearest friend of the domain. And let me talk to her again. Sir Link, I shall never forget all that you have done for us, Zora, not for the rest of my days. Please do not be a stranger to our fair domain. Yona's a fun addition. I like her design. I was a little bit weirded out by it at first. The flat head is kind of odd, but I think it's fine. I think it's fine. Give me a sec. I am gonna go dye these to match the rest of my clothes and maybe upgrade them a bit, and then we'll move on to the next quest.